Hey everyone, it's Agnach here. Welcome to another video. In today's video I'm bringing you a strategy I saw some of the boys at One Hive use in our win over NGT Legends, and I thought it was a really good attack. In terms of spells and CC, you can do what I do and do a Blizzard for the start and funneling, or you can bring a dragon and loons in the blimp, and instead of invisibility spells you can bring more skelly spells or even freezes. It really depends on the base that you're hitting, the spells that you're gonna be choosing, but it's up to you whatever you want to choose. However, the core army is 7 loons, 4 dragons, 4 dragon riders, and the thing that is different about this one is we also bring 5 Inferno dragons as well. I'll show you some of their attacks, and the final 2 attacks are from me the first and second time I tried using this combo, and both of them were triples, showing how strong this strategy is. So let's go and watch the creator of this composition, Spyro, on his first attack. So here he goes, and he's going against Bernal of NGT Legends, sending his blimp for the tankle. Now as you can see, there's that single Inferno on the back of the tankle, and he brought an earthquake spell with him on this attack. Now what that does is when you're doing the blizzard through the tankle, it doesn't kill the Inferno straight away, but when you use the earthquake, the damage that it already has, it ends up bringing this the Inferno tower down. So that's a little tip that you can use as well. And here he's using one of the Inferno dragons and Dragon Rider just to create a bit of a funnel on the right hand side. Now what these guys have been doing is the different ways, but you create a funnel on one side and then you have your king and queen on the other side, sending the whole thing, the dragon riders and the Inferno dragons in the center of the base and sending them through. With this one, Spyro also has rage. He still has 3 freezes left, skelly spell, he's got a poison, he's got an invisibility spell, so he's got quite a few different spells. Uses the vulnerability as they're going through the base. Now on this one, on this attack, he uses the freeze for that multi-inferno. There's the dragon rider that is in the center of the base, however that eagle was hitting it, so it's very long health. He uses a freeze again, but the sweeper pushes them back. He really wants to get that multi-inferno, but the dragon rider cannot get it, and everything else ends up flying away from the multi-inferno. So this ended up costing him a little bit more than what he wanted. If that multi-inferno had gone down, this would have been completely an overkill. However, now he's gonna have to hope and pray that he can get that multi-inferno down. He still has a couple of dragon riders with an Inferno dragon on the left hand side. He's got a normal dragon on the right hand side with a giant and a royal champion. Uses the invisibility spell so that the expo goes down. And then he was hoping that the royal champion was going to go into the center of the base. She didn't. He ends up swagging that freeze as well in the center of the base. Now the queen is going through the wall with the unicorn still healing her back up. That Inferno dragon was going in. Nope, Black Mine heals him. He still has this one dragon. He still has a king. He still has a queen. There was still a little bit of time left, and this was a nice triple by Spyro against Bernal. So he was the creator of this composition. And then Urban decided to bring it on the war as well against Gabriel. And the way that he does his funnel, he uses a loon and a couple of super loons to get rid of one of the air defenses on one of the sides, where he's going to be bringing his dragons, with the Inferno dragon just clearing the rest of the buildings. Then he has his king and queen on the other side just clearing and making the funnel a little bit narrower, so that his dragons go all the way into the center of the base. He sends the blimp from behind, uses the vulnerability as the blimp is flying through, and the blimp is going to make it all the way through. So as you can see, you don't really have to do a blizzard for starters. You can just do what Urban does here, which he's bringing a dragon rider and loons for the tankle with a rage that goes down. He also decides to bring quite a few skelly spells. Like we all know, when you were doing the Inferno Dragon spam, you use the skelly spells just to tank the defenses that are going to be killing your Inferno Dragons. Well, on this occasion, the amazing thing about it is that you still have the power from the Inferno Dragons. However, they've been tanked by normal dragons and dragon riders, so you don't really need skelly spells. However, if you want to choose what spell to bring, skelly spells are actually quite good for tanking, unless if there's a lot of multi-infernos, then you want to bring free spells instead of skelly spells. It really depends the base that you're hitting and how you're going to be hitting it as to what spells you want to bring. You never know, even if there's single infernos, you might want to bring bats. and do the bats as well. It's all up to you. Well, here we've got Urban Legend doing it again. As I said, he's using his super loons just to get rid of one of the ADs and create a bit of a funnel with the Inferno Dragon from behind, just clearing the rest of the buildings. He does put a poison down for the 2 headhunters that came out. And they're gonna go down. Puts the king and queen at 9 o'clock just to create the other side of the funnel, and then he sends all of his dragons, Inferno Dragons, Dragon Riders, and Warden all the way in with the blink from behind. He pops the Warden ability very early. Yeah, like I don't know, like it was really early with going against the sweeper, but somehow, don't know how, he manages to get all the way through to the temple. Well, he did use a couple of freezes there just to make sure that the blimp did get all the way through to the temple. If it didn't, that would have been a 1-star, but it did get all the way through, and he still has his dragons and dragon riders going through the center of the base with a couple of Inferno Dragons on the outside, just clearing some more defenses. The good thing about the Inferno Dragons as well is that if there's a lot of like storages, gold storage, elixir storage, they can get through it really quickly. So while the dragons are tanking for Dragon Riders and Inferno Dragons, Dragon Riders are getting rid of the defenses, and the Inferno Dragons are getting rid of the big buildings or like killing defending heroes like the Queen, the Royal Champion. They kill them very quickly. So that's why the synergy of these 3 dragons is so good, I believe. And so I decided to try it out myself, and I've got 2 attacks where I used it. This is the first time I've tried it. I decided to go with the Blizzard. I do like Blizzard, so and it also creates really good pathing for your dragons as well. So here I'm putting the invisibility spells with the Rage, getting rid of the tank, but that's my primary focus, and also creating a bit of a pathing for my dragons. Then I use the last invisibility spell just to try to get them to get the expo, but they're not gonna get it. That's fine, no worries. So then I decided to do what they've been doing of putting an Inferno Dragon just to create a bit of a funnel, get rid of the buildings that the Blizzard just left behind. And then I put my dragons, Inferno Dragons, loons. Probably you can just do loons first and then put the rest of the thing, because the loons can trigger all the black mines, red mines, and that way nothing is going to be hitting your dragons, at least at the beginning. Then using the Warden ability as they're going in, I've got my king and queen on the right hand side, just bringing some more defenses. They're going to be able to get rid of that multi-inferno. The tornado trap gets triggered. We still have quite a few troops in the center of the base, and I'm sending my Royal Champion from 11 o'clock just to swipe down all the way through all of the defenses. Queen is getting rid of the lava hand that came out of the CC with the help of a couple of dragons, and everything is just going down. I do have free spells that I'm using here against the defending queen and Warden statue. That way the defending queen will go down nice and quick. The Royal Champion can get rid of the final multi-inferno before getting clapped by the defending king. But we still have the queen with ability. We still have a couple of Inferno Dragons. We still have a normal dragon. We've got a Dragon Rider getting rid of the eagle. So this was a really nice and simple attack. That's the other thing I like about this attack. It's so simple. You just create one side of the funnel, then king and queen on the other side of the funnel, then just send everything in the center, and they get rid of the base. Over here is my other attack, and on this occasion I'm bringing an earthquake, because see how I'm sending my blimp on top of the bomb tower? So if you use an earthquake with the death damage from the blimp, the bomb tower will go down and the explosion will happen before your super wizards come out. Therefore, even if they put a bomb tower there, it won't kill your wizards for your blizzard. So that's another tip that I can give you. Just one earthquake spell and it will help you out with that. Whether you want to invest on it or not, then that's up to you, but I thought this was a good place to use it, and a little bit of advice given. So I sent all my troops in with the Warden. I put the Royal Champion on the right hand side just to get rid of that air defense nice and quick, and that way I can send my king and queen into that eagle compartment. get rid of that, keeping all of my troops in the center of the base. Use the freeze for the sweeper and the multi-inferno as my troops are going in. Use my final rage in the center of the base. I still have 2 freezes and an invisibility spell. I want my king to get rid of that eagle soon. Hopefully the lava hound gets popped. We've got a couple of dragons there playing around, but they get frozen by the defending ice golem. And we still have some more troops going to the center of the base. I have to freeze it single inferno before he kills my queen. The scatter shot in the back end is just killing all my troops that are stuck on air skellies. And this was looking a little bit dicey. I do end up putting an archer at 12 o'clock just to get rid of that air defense. He's a pretty OP archer, to be honest. And everything is just moving around. I've got my 2 infernal dragons. Getting rid of the scatter shot, that goes down. We've got 1 infernal dragon left, but that goes down as well. So now it's just up to my heroes. So I've got the king and the queen. The queen still has her ability. We get the king walking around the whole base, opening the walls. We've got a couple of buildings over there. Thankfully the barbarians go back there. We've got the queen getting rid of the rest of the defenses, and this was another triple. Pretty close, but still a triple. And yeah, I must say I really like this army. As you can see, it's got 3 different types of dragons, so the normal dragons, infernal dragons, and the dragon riders. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. If you liked the video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time with more Clash. See ya.